everybody, welcome to Bearded Goat Trail Running. I'm Jenny.
I'm Adam.
And we're going to talk about camping while trail running today.
Yep.
So oftentimes we will go to a race or a training run or something, and we really enjoy kind of camping out before and after. So,
well, I think there's a lot of good reasons too. Like one of them being it's handy, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you're going out, well, one, if you just like camping, hey, all right, go camping, then there's your answer. But also, you know, if it's not just because you like it so much, then, you know, if you're driving several hours, it can be really nice to camp and get up maybe early for a run and then maybe take off or spend the night after, you know. And then the second reason is, you know, it's not always feasible either time-wise or financially to go out and be, you know, taking these trips where it's like, okay, I want to go do a training run or even a small race. But, you know, maybe staying at a hotel isn't always workable. Or in some places, there may not even be hotels.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's kind of like the motivations behind this.
And honestly, sometimes it puts you closer to the trails. So you can, you know, pop out of your tent in the morning and just hit the trails, which is, I think, a huge benefit. But...
Yeah, if that doesn't sound like fun, then stop watching. And that's fine, because, you know, we'll have one, too, about, you know, using hotels and Airbnb and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, definitely, we enjoy doing this from time to time. And well, actually, let's show. We got a couple images.
Yeah.
So we were in the Catskills and we went camping, and it rained all night, and we had a great time. Let me switch over here. So this was our setup. It doesn't look like it. It was just kind of sprinkling at that point. You can kind of see the rain shadow underneath the picnic table. So definitely not roughing it here. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a pretty built-up campground. But yeah, it did rain. We've got our awesome REI tent. Mm-hmm. I think it's the Kingdom. Is that the name?
It's the Kingdom 4.
I love that thing. So, you know, I guess that goes for me under one of the most important things. If you have a bad tent, camping is really gonna suck.
Yeah.
So,
and let's just very quickly point out that, especially when trail running, often we will car camp, which might be considered glamping, but you know, we just open up the back of our car and everything spills out, and we build up our tent. And here, obviously, we decided to go without our shelter, but we brought a tarp just in case. And lo and behold, we definitely had to rig up kind of a very interesting setup so that we
had a dry place to
shelter.
eat. So, I mean, but this is why I like it. You know, we traveled light. We traveled in Jenny's Subaru, and, you know, we used her tent poles. If you can see those there, those were what is holding up the corners of the tarp.
Those aren't tent poles. Those are my hiking poles.
Yeah, your hiking poles. Oh, man. So, anyways, it worked out really well. And then we've got what did we do? The chair with the cover for the back seat is what is holding it up in the middle. So pretty amazing. But you know what? It worked out really well, and we didn't have to pack a ton of stuff. And but that said, like, having the tent, you know, you've got to sleep there. You're going to be there. I'm really glad. You know, I remember seeing the price on the tent at the time we bought it, like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, sticker shock. I've been used to little 2-people, you know, small tents, but I'm really glad we got that. So.
Yeah, investing in a nice tent, and probably second to that would be sleeping mats. You know, what's most important is getting your rest for these trail runs. Yeah. So having something to sleep in that you're dry is pretty important.
Or to come back to, you know, there's nothing, I don't want to be tired, wet, and cold. I mean, I can take one, maybe 2 of those, but not all.
It takes a little bit of planning, obviously, with camping. You want to make sure that you also nourish yourself well. So having, you know, some method of cooking food, or, you know, I think we actually brought in food with us so that we had dinner that night. But yeah, it takes a little bit of planning, but I think, you know, a little bit of planning goes a long way with camping. And, you know, part of trail running is being out there, you know, in nature. And when you're camping, you're certainly, you know, a little bit closer to the nature.
I'm just going to let you go and see where this one's going. On the planning side of things, I would say that the one thing I had never did before I met Jenny, and she picked up from her family, was she's got one of the, I don't know what you call it, but like a big Rubbermaid bin. But I mean, it's like, I don't know, like 3 feet, you know, by like 2 feet deep and a couple feet across. And there's just like permanent camping supplies in there. And so when we take off, all we got to, you know, we just check, make sure we got enough paper towels, maybe matches or a lighter, and a good knife. And that's it. The rest of it just stays in there, you know, like a candle. I'm trying to think, cutting board. Utensils, can opener, like all the random stuff, and that way you don't have to like search the house each time. Which, I mean, if you have a list and you want to do that, that also works. But this is nice just having kind of that dedicated thing. So we just pick it up, pop it in the car, and away we go. So
It's also nice to have a list, though. So we also have camping lists.
Yes, we're very into spreadsheets.
Oh, we love our spreadsheets and our lists.
Cool.
Yeah. But other than that, enjoy campfire, keep yourself warm, enjoy being outdoors, and then hitting the trails.
All right, so we're going to be doing things a little bit differently for the Friday hangout. So now we're going to start doing on Fridays at 11:30. We're going to have just kind of an open hangout. So if you'd like to show up, ask some questions, whatever, if you got some comments or you want to talk about a certain trail running topic, I mean, it's open, like gear, locations, whatever. You can go to beardedgoattrailrunning.com/live-hangout, and then we'll have the link, and it's just going to be kind of an open deal. So each week that link will point to the upcoming one, so you can just go there and ask questions. If you can't make it live, that's fine. You can just show up, put your question on the page, and we'll answer it.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Be lots of fun.
All right. Bye, everybody.